For decades, mornings across America have begun with a familiar smile, a quick laugh, and a sense of companionship that feels almost personal. Kelly Ripa has long been more than just a television host. She has been a steady presence in millions of homes, greeting viewers as they sip coffee, prepare for work, or usher their children out the door. Her energy, warmth, and humor have become part of daily life, woven into routines so seamlessly that it's hard to imagine mornings without her. That deep sense of familiarity is why even the suggestion of change surrounding her role has stirred strong emotions among fans, not out of fear, but out of love for someone who has felt like a constant friend. From co-host to cultural icon, Kelly Ripa's journey on Live is one of the most remarkable stories in daytime television. What began as a co-hosting opportunity gradually evolved into a defining chapter of her career. Over the years, she didn't simply fill a role. She shaped the identity of the show itself. With her quick wit, genuine curiosity, and fearless honesty, Kelly helped transform Live into a space where humor and heart coexisted naturally. She embraced spontaneity, laughed through live TV mishaps, and shared moments that felt unscripted and real, allowing audiences to feel like they were part of the conversation rather than just watching from afar. The power of authentic connection. What truly set Kelly apart was her authenticity. She didn't present a polished, unreachable version of herself. Instead, she showed up as she was. She talked openly about family life, marriage, parenting, self-doubt, and aging, often poking fun at herself in ways that felt refreshingly honest. Viewers didn't just watch Kelly grow professionally, they watched her grow personally. That openness built trust, and over time, that trust became a bond that went far beyond television. She wasn't just hosting a show, she was sharing life in real time, and that connection became her greatest strength. Longevity and the quiet weight of success. With longevity, however, comes a unique kind of pressure. Remaining relevant in an ever-changing media landscape is no small task, especially in daytime television, where competition now extends far beyond traditional networks. Streaming platforms, social media, and shifting viewing habits have changed how audiences engage with content. Shows are constantly evaluated, formats reassessed, and expectations heightened. For someone who has spent years at the top, the pressure to continually evolve while staying true to oneself can quietly grow heavier, even when success remains visible on the surface. Navigating change in a shifting industry. Daytime television itself is at a crossroads. Networks are rethinking budgets, formats, and long-term strategies, and even the most established figures are not immune to these industry shifts. For a seasoned host like Kelly, navigating these changes while preserving the authenticity that audiences love can feel like walking a delicate line. Fans sense this tension and worry that corporate priorities could overshadow the spontaneity and warmth that once defined the show. Yet they also recognize that adaptation is part of survival in modern media, and that balance is never easy to maintain. The emotional response from viewers. The emotional reaction from viewers speaks volumes about Kelly Ripa's impact. Social media has been filled with messages of appreciation, gratitude, and concern, not because of confirmed news, but because of what she represents in people's lives. Fans describe how her presence brought comfort during difficult times. Illness, grief, loneliness, or simple exhaustion. Turning on the television and seeing her familiar smile made mornings feel manageable. That kind of emotional connection is rare, and once formed, incredibly difficult to replace. Growing up together on screen. Part of why this connection runs so deep is that Kelly grew up alongside her audience. From her early days as a young working mother to her evolution into a seasoned television icon, viewers witnessed each chapter. They saw her juggle career and family, celebrate milestones, and openly acknowledge struggles. Her journey mirrored their own in many ways, making her feel less like a distant celebrity and more like someone who truly understood everyday life. That shared growth created a sense of loyalty that goes beyond programming schedules or ratings, the demands. Behind the camera, behind the scenes, the demands of live television are relentless. Early mornings, constant preparation, and the pressure to be on every single day require emotional stamina. Add public scrutiny, online criticism, and the expectation to remain endlessly engaging, and the toll becomes clearer. Kelly has always approached her role with professionalism, often showing up even during challenging personal moments. While that dedication has earned admiration, it has also prompted concern from fans who wonder how much she has quietly carried to keep the show running smoothly, living under a digital microscope. In today's hyper-reactive digital culture, visibility comes with intensified scrutiny. Every comment, outfit, expression, or joke can be dissected and debated within minutes. For a long-running host, that level of constant observation can be exhausting. Supporters often emphasize that despite her success, Kelly is still human, and no one should be expected to withstand endless criticism without it taking a toll. The compassion fans express reflects a growing awareness that longevity should not come at the expense of well-being. Questions of legacy and what comes next. After so many successful years, it's natural for questions of legacy to arise. For someone like Kelly Ripa, the consideration isn't just about staying or leaving, it's about how she wants the next chapter of her life to look. Fans hope that any future decision she makes is rooted in personal fulfillment rather than obligation. They want her to feel celebrated, supported, and free to choose what brings her peace, whether that means continuing on familiar ground or exploring new creative paths. Gratitude that goes beyond ratings. Kelly Ripa's influence extends far beyond numbers and metrics. Her impact lives in the routines of millions who found consistency and comfort in her presence. Viewers don't just remember segments or interviews, they remember how she made them feel. That emotional imprint is something no rating can measure. It's reflected in the countless messages, thanking her for laughter, honesty, and a sense of normalcy during uncertain times. Gratitude in this case speaks louder than speculation ever could. A moment of reflection, not fear. Rather than seeing this moment as an ending, many fans view it as a pause for reflection. Whether Kelly continues greeting audiences every morning or eventually chooses a different pace, her contribution is already secure. Supporters emphasize that her worth is not defined by a single role. If she stays, they will tune in with renewed appreciation. If she someday steps away, they will respect that choice and carry the memories with them, knowing they were part of something meaningful. The enduring legacy of connection. Kelly Ripa's presence on Live has always been about more than entertainment. It has been about connection, consistency, and comfort in a fast-changing world. The emotions surrounding her future reflect just how deeply she has touched people's lives. Whatever path lies ahead, her legacy is firmly in place. She has earned her spot in television history, and more importantly, in the hearts of viewers who will always remember the joy she brought into their mornings. Whether she continues on screen or embraces a quieter chapter, one thing remains certain. The connection she built will endure long after the cameras move on.